This is a book review of Castle in the Stars, A Frenchman on Mars. Now this is book 4. Now this is the American edition. I'm certain there are also French editions and probably many other European editions. And of course, since it's book 4, obviously there are 3 additional books earlier. And I assume, because there is a to be continued at the end, there's going to be a 5th or maybe multiple other versions. I bought this because I saw a recommendation on Near Mint. I love Near Mint's brilliant book reviews, and well, this one was definitely worth getting. I absolutely think the artwork is superb. I love French books. I love French books, French graphic novels. They are just superb. This book came out in 2020, and now I'm just going to, there's obviously the front page there. So this is by Alice. And it's from, let's see, firstsecondbooks.com. So obviously the details on the back there. Obviously, it's a very thin book. It's only 60 pages, but you really shouldn't judge it on the cover and all that sort of stuff, because it's 60 pages of very quite dense, detailed artwork. So it could be spread over maybe 160 pages of a normal conventional. Now, this one, and I'm not going to say this name right, What If Man Journeyed to Space in 1869, not 1969. And as Sephrin, I assume that's how you say it, Hans and Sophie make their descent to Mars' surface with stowaway Loic and wicked Gooden in tow. I've probably got their names completely wrong. However, it's a lot of gravity-defying rain and much the Martian wilderness. Now, this is not like The Princess of Mars or those sort of Edgar Rice Burroughs books. There is an element of that, I guess. However, it's lots of, see, that steampunk, I suppose. I'm not really, personally, I just think well, I'm just going to go for the book and I'm going to show you. So that's probably best. Instead of thinking, obviously there is an element of that. There's all the usual various airships, etc. And others, of course. Now, before we go any further, best thing is always to show the details. And that's the key thing there. All the various details of the book. Of course, this was a French book originally. And I'm not going to even say it. Le Château d'Etoile. On Francois sur Mars. That was apparently in 2018. The artwork is superb all the way through. Story is superb all the way through. Thoroughly enjoyed it. You've got the Germans, you've got the French, you've got, weirdly, the British haven't turned. Unless they are. I don't know. Maybe they were in earlier books. However, I just loved it. All the way through. Just beautiful, shimmering art. Beautiful, awesome. There's no word other than that. Just, yeah, I'm going to obviously show some. But you can see what I mean in terms of it's very quite dense panels. You've got panels there, probably 6 panels there, which would often be spread over a whole page in a standard comic book. You've actually got it obviously half a page. So you're really talking maybe 120, 140 page book. But in this case, obviously, and also some of these panels you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 panels of very beautiful artwork all the way through. I love the rain, but it's just beautiful when you've got the rain going up. It's just superb. And also you've got this great bits with hallucinations and weird sort of various things or something, whatever it is. I'm not really certain actually what. It's worth checking into the book, all that sort of thing. And there's some really quite odd illusions. Who knows? But I just think, wow. Just beautiful. Every single page of this book is a work of art. Just glorious. Just love this little book. And I've already ordered some of the others as well. Probably order them all, of course, all 3, and probably the 5th one as well, because I just think this is just a great story. And I love stories set on Mars as well. They're always good. I grew up Edgar Rice Burroughs. I love that stuff. John Carter. I love that stuff. And just, no, I'm not going to spoil that bit. I don't want to spoil anything, because all I can say is there's just some beautiful scenes there. You can see the quality of the artwork. This is just a magical book all the way through on very nice quality paper, and hardback, of course, you can see there, which is very nice as well. It's not one of these sort of flimsy paperback ones. This is on very nice quality paper, and absolute pleasure. Now, I don't know if this is bigger or not than the French version. Sometimes French versions are a little bit bigger than this, I think. Wouldn't like to say without bringing down my French books and just comparing. It might be slightly bigger, but I love this. Absolutely, totally recommended. If you want a sort of very unusual space adventure set on Mars, I think this is just, you will love this book. Just story flows all the way through. You've got some great characters. There's no duff characters in this at all. And also all the various supporting characters, all the various races, etc. Just great. So totally recommended. Brilliant book. Masterpiece. Absolutely masterpiece. A must have.